Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Ray. Welcome to my channel. How is everybody today? So let's just talk a little bit about how I work with any kind of healing of a symptom, a condition. It's really important to understand that just as our paths are unique, our experience is unique. Anything we're experiencing in the body, this is a very unique experience, and we tend to generalize so much about our experiences as people. I'll give you one example. We tend to say, I'm so stressed. Life is so stressful. I'm so stressed. And it's probably true. Life does get stressful. But that generic idea of stress can be very misleading, because actually our experience of stress is incredibly unique. And the more we understand this, the better we're going to understand our own health and well-being, and how to bring ourselves back into balance, and how to work with the body to communicate and to create the conditions so that the body can do what it does naturally, and that is to heal, to find homeostasis. The body is designed to do that. And the more that we can engage consciously and create those conditions, the less the body has to work at doing what it does naturally. In fact, the more effort the body has to put into creating a natural balance, that natural balance point called homeostasis, and that's everything from the heartbeat to the respiratory rate to blood pressure to how the cells repair. The more the body has to work, the less energy available to live, to experience life. And it's helping the body, it's actively participating in your health, and understanding that the body's natural intelligence is enough, as you are. It's all connected, it's all there. And so when I'm working, what I look at above anything, more than anything, is what is the body communicating? What am I feeling in the body? And when I'm working with somebody, I feel what I need to feel through that connection. I'm guided as to how to help that person by what I'm feeling and picking up on in my own body. There's a connection, a mirror going on there. And the body is giving us so much information. Already, emotion is information. Emotion is energy in motion, and it is literally frequencies of information. It's telling us how we feel, what we feel, okay? And there is already the intelligence of the body and how it communicates our experience, okay? And if we start to engage with emotions in that way, what is this telling me? Not just, oh, this doesn't feel good, or this feels, this feels, It's getting out of that very sort of basic reaction to our emotions. Another clue is, where are we feeling whatever it is in the body? And it could be a symptom, it could be tension, it could be pain. And there again is another clue. And the clue is related to the energetic centers of the body, also known as chakras. And it's understanding that with each energy center, there are certain organs, there are hormonal glands, and it's like putting a puzzle together. We don't need to know that, but it's helpful because we're starting to understand how the body is reacting to our own experience, our emotional experiences, our thought patterns, what's happening to us in our day-to-day life. And that's an external experience and an internal experience. And it's how we're processing it all that is creating the body, in effect. It's our mental and emotional patterns and experiences that then manifest in physical form as a denser frequency in the body. That's kind of condensing my understanding of how the physical expresses our emotional and mental experiences over time. Okay? What I thought I'd add just by way of information, and because I find it so fascinating, is there's an author, she's no longer with us, Dr. Candice Pert, and I believe she received a Nobel Prize for her discovery of what she called the molecule of emotion, and the fact that each cell has a receptor site for the molecule of emotion. Okay, so anything that we experience that produces an emotional reaction, and then there's a center of the brain, the amygdala, which is the emotional center of the brain, sends out transmitters, information, chemical molecules. I'm not a doctor, so but it's the way that the nervous system carries this information throughout the body. And then there are cells that then collect this information, there's a receptor site that receives the chemical information of emotions. Okay, so the body is receiving all of this information all the time, and if we know how to process the information in the moment, and we're connected and we're present and we're in a state where the nervous system is able to function not in a reactive state, a fight, a flight, a freeze, a fawn, that's the stress state, the sympathetic nervous system, but in a relaxed state, then this flow of information is just that. It's a flow of information informing us of our state, our experience. However, if we are stressed and there's a contraction, a tension as we receive this information, then the body holds on. And over time, this can produce a symptom, a condition, an imbalance in the physical body, in the physical expression of health. Okay? So that's how I've understood the connection between everything in terms of our well-being and our health as people, as individuals. And again, our experience is unique. Only you have had the series of events over years that is uniquely you. Okay, and understanding that is so helpful, so key, I feel, to understanding your state of health in this moment. I'm going to add one more thing, not to overload you with information or my understanding of health, but whatever you're experiencing in this moment in terms of your physical well-being is an expression of the past. It is everything that you've experienced in the past, whether long-term or short-term, and it has produced and manifested the physical expression of everything that you have experienced. We can take into account lots of different factors: lifestyle, diet, activity, but more than anything, and I have first-hand experience of how important this is, it is our emotional and mental experiences, our well-being in this sense that is creative. And if we start there, we can shift our health in transformative ways, in really quite incredible ways. So there you go, that's how I work. And I've brought all that information into being, into a way that I engage very naturally and intuitively. So this information, if you like, has been integrated in a way that I no longer think about it. Okay, I can interact with somebody or my own health, and all of this information is already in place at the cellular level, and it helps me intuitively guide whoever I'm working with to understand what it is that they're experiencing and how to engage consciously, energetically, and to create shifts in the moment, to heal in the moment, and to allow the body to come back into balance naturally. Okay, so if you're interested in experiencing this firsthand, if you have any symptoms or conditions that you would like to explore and to understand how to self-heal, then I invite you to join one of these sessions, and I will be posting more over the coming weeks. And also explore the Lighthouse app, the Alchemy of Stress, because that course is specifically designed to look at health issues, whether it's mental, emotional, physical. They're all connected. They are intimately connected. And the way that I've designed this course is that it is a daily engagement, because consistency is key. That's the last point I will make today. Consistency is key. And that engagement, that conversation, that presence, your presence is powerful. Okay. So there you go. That's for today. I was only expecting to do a very short announcement of of live sessions, but there you go. That's what it turned out to be. An intuitive flow and a sharing of how I heal with consciousness. Okay, so as always, I look forward to reading your comments. Please click the like button if you've liked this content. Share if you feel it's been helpful. And yeah, join a session if you're interested in finding out more. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next post.